Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mc here. This is going to be my Bunk'd episode 12. I got it. Episode 12 review and rundown. And what I'm going to be talking about is that this is going to be the Luke's back episode. I actually watched it already. It was really great. I really liked how they just weaved Luke into the story. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. They just like, boom, here he is. And everybody else, did you guys like the thumbnail that I chose for this video, that I made for this video? Like, Luke going... Yeah, I'm getting really creative with the thumbnails for this episode because it was just really fun to make. But anyway, it took me forever. It took me like 20 to 30 minutes to make that thumbnail. But yeah, it was really cool to see that Luke was like just so much fun to have in this episode. So let's talk about it. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So I really liked having Luke in this episode, not only because it was just fun to have Cameron Boyce on the show, but I liked it because Ravi, and I think that the reason why is because we deal with a lot of Ravi stuff on Jesse, with Ravi and Luke. Like, Luke's his older brother, so we've had episodes like this before where he has to defend Ravi, or it's a big Ravi-centric story. But at this, Ravi's grown as his own independent character. I feel like all the characters from the core show, which would be Emma, Ravi, and Zuri, have grown so much from where they were to where they are now. And I think that's because they're on their own show, they're independent, they're away from New York, they're away from their home, so they've just grown a lot. Especially Emma, a little bit of Ravi, but I feel like Ravi wasn't too much different than he was on Jesse, but, you know, more of Emma than anything. Maybe a little bit of Zuri, too. But anyway, in this episode, it dealt with Ravi and Luke stuff, which I really liked. We didn't get too much of Luke interacting with all the other characters. We didn't get too much of that. We get a little bit with Xander, you know, with revealing that Emma has this, like, imperfection a little bit. But then we get to see Xander has an imperfection, and they kind of, like, you know, bond over that, I guess you could say, like, as, you know, a couple, you know, which is really interesting. But how the story takes place is that Ravi, they're all at the spot, Ravi, Xander, and, not Xander, sorry, Ravi, Jorge, and Luke, and basically these guys come from Camp Champion. Now, pay attention to the character Eric, because we're going to talk about him later on, but basically they make this thing with it, it's a challenge through an archery battle, which looked really fun, by the way, on screen, but they did this archery battle, okay, and during this big, you know, scene, they say that Emma looks a lot like, Eric. And it clicked to me because I was like, they do look a little bit alike. And I figured it out, and I actually looked it up. If you guys don't know, that is actually Spencer List, which is Peyton List's actual real-life brother, casted for this character, which I thought was really interesting. And he did a terrific job. So I'd love to see Spencer List in more things. I know he's been in a lot of, you know, different things. Not too much, but a little bit of things I've seen on IMDb. So I'm going to try to check them out. I have no idea if I will or not, but I'm going to see if I can check them out and just, you know, watch them a little bit to see more of Spencer List. But he was really good in this episode. So just, if you guys caught that as well as I did, then that's, you know, you're pretty good. You're pretty clever because you saw that was Spencer List. Like, I think I didn't know if it was him or not. I was not really sure, but I thought it was, so, yeah. But anyway, after that, they kind of had this fight for the spot. Oh, Camp Kikiwaka wouldn't want to lose the spot because that's where Emma and Xander go to chat. That was one of my favorite jokes of all the episodes. Like, they just weed that through as well. To go to chat. Yeah, that's what they do there. Which is kind of a little dirty, you know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of weird to hear that. Like, for, like, her family members to hear that as well, like Zuri to hear that. That's just weird. But if you guys, they couldn't lose the spot to chat. Like, let's be honest here. But anyway, Hazel and Lou have a little bit of a thing through Eric, which I thought was cool. They used to date, Eric and Lou and Eric and Hazel. That was kind of interesting to see in this episode as well. But they have this archery battle. Ravi, MVP, wins the spot forever. So now they have unlimited access to the spot, which that was really cool too. Overall, this episode was really good. I found it to be really interesting. So those are just a little bit of spoilers. Luke's back, pranks Ravi a little bit in the first part of the episode, I guess. And in the beginning, you know, kind of lashes on to Jorge a little bit. Ravi wins this archery battle to get the spot for Camp Kikiwaka forever. And then, you know, Emma, Spencer List Easter egg thing, you know, that's going on there. And then also chatting at the spot joke, which I thought was just the best joke in the episode. So by far, this is a really good episode. Now, a big serious thing to talk about. Who else do you want from Jesse to come on? There's only like a few characters left. But I feel like Bertram should be really interesting. I feel like that would be a really interesting casting to put. Like, Bertram having come back into Bunk'd. I can only see Gladys and him interacting. Like, that would be just really hilarious if Gladys fell in love with Bertram. But what happens if Jesse comes back? What happens if Debbie Ryan guest stars? I feel like they should save that for either season 2 or the season finale to see what happens with that. That would be really cool. So what did you guys think of this episode? Comment down below. And would you want either Kevin Chamberlain or Debbie Ryan to guest star next? I feel like Kevin Chamberlain next, just because he's a lower character. Then have Debbie Ryan, like, as the finale, or season 2, you know what I mean? That'd be really cool. If they get season 2, I haven't heard any season 2 news yet. But what did you guys think? Comment down below. Links up there to my other Bunk'd videos. Links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to those. Other than that, like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.